I am a big musical theater fan, been doing it since third grade, and I've appeared in things like Little Shop of Horrors and just little stuff for my school too, but it's just a real big passion of mine, and I love it.
It's just been kind of a crazy day, hasn't it?
This has been an awful day, and I'm very sorry that today had to be marred by hate rearing its head in such an awful way. Those men and women were targeted based upon who they were because of some greatness from beyond. I don't know of any great spirit from beyond that has ever said to anybody, go out there and spread hate. Never, never, never. And this access to guns in America, we have to stop and think about what are our rights. The right to bear arms like mine, or to bear arms like assault rifles and guns, and how easy they are to get. And none of us is set aside from this, because it has been black people, it has been our children, it has been Christians in church, it has been Jews in their place of business, and now it is gay people. None of us are set apart from this. And just as easily as it was gay people today, it can be somebody else tomorrow, and it will be. So when are we going to take responsibility as a country? When are we going to say, wait a minute, let us stop and think about this? Because the madness has gone very, very far.
So you're getting an award tonight. Congratulations.
I am. Thank you very much. It's very exciting. But I'm the volunteer chairman of the Western Council. I have been for 10 years.
What inspired you to do that work?
Well, I've seen how actors go through their careers, their paths. I've been very fortunate. I've never had to sell shoes, wait a table, do temp work or anything. I've always been working in live theater. I produced theater for 20 years. I performed on Broadway and off-Broadway in New York City. I ran Actors Equity, the union on the West Coast, for 10 years. And then I saw how important the fund is, and I pretty well gave up all my other associations, and I'm now able to concentrate on the fund because they do incredible work. They help everyone in entertainment, not just actors. Now, the Actors Fund is kind of a misnomer because it started, 133 years ago, before anything else. But now it's important that the people know that it's for everyone in entertainment, not just actors.
Congratulations on being honored tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, tell me about why it's important and what the Actors Fund means to you.
Well, I just think it's so incredible. The Actors Fund, it takes care of people who've fallen on hard times. Sometimes very well-known actors and entertainers. So I've just always given money to the Actors Fund for many, many years. And I've hosted this event several times. And I'm just proud. I'm so proud that they're honoring me tonight.
It's nice to be here tonight in light of the things that happened this morning. It's sort of life-affirming, don't you?
I was just heartbroken all day. It just truly breaks my heart. But the word I heard from so many people in Orlando, policemen, officials, the mayor, was the word love. And I think that's the only way you can defend against these awful things, is just show more love, show more help, be there. I thought it was so wonderful how, these people helped each other. You saw them helping each other down the street. I just send my love and prayers to them.
This is my wife, Patricia.
Hi, nice to see you.
Yeah, just celebrating our 36 years of marriage.
46 years?
36.
36. They're here to celebrate the Tony Award.
We're here to celebrate it. We celebrate our 36 years of marriage. We're here to celebrate the Tonys. And, the event, I think just getting up there, you're a winner. And anybody that's working in New York, 8 shows a week, that's terrific, to see what's going on. Some of the shows are less expensive to produce. When I started in off-Broadway, it was very inexpensive for shows too, but they were like 40, 50,000. Now it's millions to produce an off-Broadway show. And we had summer stock and we had road shows, and our films would come through town and you could learn a different craft. And they had more or less an apprenticeship system. And there was, at a time, there was a lot of work in New York. You had to almost be, you had to have a lot of courage though, because there's a lot of rejection at the beginning. but you had to be deaf, dumb, and blind not to get the job. And you took whatever came your way. Because an actor's job when he starts is to get a job. You take whatever they give you.
I'm here to check it out, have a drink and watch the Tonys.
Are you a musical theater fan?
I am, definitely. I love musical theater, and I saw Kinky Boots a couple weeks ago, so yeah. Actually, no, I saw the version here at the Pantages.
It is sort of crazy what's going on in this world today.
For sure, oh my gosh, yeah, especially with the news in Orlando, so just sending energy and prayers to all the families there, and hopefully it'll start a discussion to bring about more peace.
I love this organization. I'm a member of the Western Council. Yeah, I love what they do.
And for a long time too.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be here. My friend Sheldon Harnick is going to get a special award today from New York, from the Tonys, for his years and years of wonderful work as a lyricist. Fiddler on the Roof, and She Loves Me, and so many more. And I have a new book that just came out about my life in the theater and television called The Facts of My Life. And if you want, you can go and get it through Amazon.
How does it? And Florence is getting honored tonight.
Yes, actually, that's what I'm most excited about. Is any chance to honor Florence is it's something I want to be a part of. And of course, the Actors Fund is very important. I was just saying to somebody, an actor's life is, we hear about the actors who are successful, who make tons of money, but that's such a tiny percentage, and there are so many actors who actually work enough to depend on acting and to not have another career, and acting is not dependable, so the Actors Fund is really a great safety net, and I believe a lot in safety nets.
Did you find that to be kind of true in your life as well? Did you?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I thought that I had beaten the odds by having another career. I was a graphic artist, but then the Brady Bunch kept rising up from the grave. They'd have another incarnation, then an agent would say, why don't you stick with acting? And so it's always been, it's been like leading two lives, and you get somewhere with one, and then you're leaving the other behind, and you have to go play catch up. So I've always felt like I live in a dual reality. I have the real world, and then I have this acting world.
That's an interesting way to put it. It is kind of, but you get to play as an actor, don't you think?
Yeah, to some extent. I've also crossed over and brought that into the real life because I teach acting to children. And so when you said play, it's like that's exactly what I'm teaching them. And I'm like, you see those big actors up there on the screen? Guess what they're doing? They're playing make-believe. And you can do that too. It's a child's game.
I heard a guy, we were at another event, and one of the actors who's on Grey's Anatomy was talking about you don't get paid for acting. He said he would do acting for free anytime. It's all the other stuff.
They would love it if we all did that. And I almost did, actually, because what we got with the Brady Bunch was fame without fortune. So yeah,
that's right, because that was before actors had all the protections they have now.
And it was before we knew that residuals were so important. The Screen Actors Guild contracts didn't include residuals past the first 10 runs. I actually got my Social Security statement for all my earnings throughout my life, and I was looking at it going, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I should post it on Facebook, because my annual income during the height of the Brady Bunch was under $10,000. Yeah, and I got audited too, and ended up owing more. Yeah.
Have you written a book about all this stuff?
I'd like to write a book. I've had people who are interested in it try to pigeonhole me as writing a book about being a victim, which I'm not. I really want to write a funny book. I'd like to write a series of essays about my weird life.
Because it is interesting. I mean, it's so much more, because you are this person that ever remembers a certain way.
Right. And yet, and even being a child in this crazy business, I used to go back to regular public school. So, that was a trip. I used to have to worry about what stupid things Cindy did on the episode. What would I get teased about on Monday morning at school?
Never even thought. So they didn't even teach you you had to go to a regular school.
Well, I give us all credit. When we were not filming, we could have gone, our parents could have put us in private school. Paramount wasn't going to keep the school open. But we all wanted to go back to public school because we didn't want to be weird.
Well, the Actors Fund is an amazing organization, and I love being part of it and supporting it, because there are some people, sometimes, life's tough, and people sometimes have a hard time, even everything's going along fine, and then all of a sudden it is not going along fine, and the Actors Fund can help someone that is in trouble. And I love that they help people in our field, and I think it's really great, and I'm glad to be part of it and be here tonight.
And do you have any favorites tonight that you're rooting for?
Well, I haven't seen Hamilton yet. Of course, the word is it's going to win everything, so we'll see. I know it's trite, but I think just being nominated is really great. So, the fact that we're all here and we're all together, that's a very good thing.
You started off in the theater, right?
I did. I started in the theater. I'm a singer-dancer, or musical theater, and I'm a tap dancer, and that's how I started. So I've been on The Young and the Restless for 34 years. But I love the theater because right then where the audience loves you or doesn't love you so much. I mean, you know right then, and it's exciting. And I do theater as much as I can.
It's a lifesaver for so many actors. We all support it, not only with direct donations, but in the theaters, when they come around with the tubs and the things. It's an astonishing thing, really astonishing. And I understand that they've raised $10 million to build another facility with more beds for older actors. It's remarkable. It's a lifesaver. And when those AIDS epidemics hit, they were the thing that stood between life and death for so many actors, dancers, singers, everyone. The debt to them is impossible to overstate. It's been a terrible day. Terrible day. Everyone feels it. And then I heard on the radio, I was shooting this morning, I'm doing an independent film, and on the way in I heard that some guy had been caught in Santa Monica with guns and explosives, who said his intention was to come into the parade. So they had really strong security, thank God.
So tell me about your love of the Actors Fund.
Oh my God, I love this organization. It's one of my favorite charities. I think it's so important for us to focus on actors transitioning out of this career, dancers transitioning into another. I mean, the Actors Fund focuses on retirement services, they focus on women's health, they focus on, I have been in a place of need before in my life, and the Actors Fund has been there for me. So it's a personal thing, but it's been an overwhelming day. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I'm gay. So I woke up very personally affected by this and digesting it, and obviously I don't want to put myself standing on some sort of political platform right now. I feel is a little insensitive to the victims and the families, and I think that it's what everyone wants to do right now, I think, because it's such a polarizing reaction. We're angry, and I think we have a right to be, but I'm not gonna talk about it.
How are you? Nick Varios. Nice to meet you.
So tell me about your connection with the Actors Fund.
For many, many years, one of the directors of relations with the Actors Fund, his name is Louis Anchondo, and he's one of my very good friends. I consider him a brother. I went to UCLA with him many, many years ago, several decades ago. I'm just aging myself. And so I've known him for that long, and so he really got me involved with the Actors Fund, and because I have a showroom in New York as a fashion designer, I visit back and forth, and so he really, I would say, infected me with educating me with the theater, and also educated me with what he did. In regards with the Actors Fund and all the wonderful things that the Actors Fund does. Not many people think, because all they hear is actors making $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, and they don't realize that that's just the 0.1% of the community. And so I think it's amazing the work that they do and the help that they do with actors, especially when in the latter part of their years. And that not every actor is a $10 million Brad Pitt actor, and so they all need their help.
Sally.
Nice to meet you. Tell me about your connection with the Actors Fund.
Well, we're actors, so being actors, we often need help, and the Actors Fund is a great source of help, an amazing source of help. Yeah.
A lot of friends that live in New York City that have been through hard times and needed the support, and so nice that we have that available to fall back on.
Yeah.
Are you guys working on any musicals right now?
Not currently, but we just got done doing Grease Live with Tommy Kail, so we're excited to root for him tonight. Hamilton.
It's hard to come down after Grease Live, so I feel like it'll be a few years before we're even open to doing something else. It's like, that's good for like the next decade or so. Yeah.
We're good.
We're good. We're full. We feel good. Yeah.
Tell me about your connection with the Actors Fund.
This is my first time getting involved with the Actors Fund, but just I've known about them all, especially when I was starting out. I think it's such an amazing cause that they help all these, especially actors who are not working at the moment, or, the actors who are starting out. That's amazing. Yeah.
And do you have any favorites that you're thinking about tonight?
My favorite musical is Hamilton, and it's such a powerful story. And tonight I think they're going to sweep. So I'm very excited. I'm definitely rooting.
You're in the new Rocky Horror.
Yes, ma'am, I am. I'll be playing Brad Majors.
You know what? I knew that.
Really?
I could just tell. Yeah, I don't know why.
You didn't think I was playing Magenta?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, good. I'm doing something right.
You could have been playing, Riff Raff.
I could be. I guess you're right.
Yeah. But, so tell me what that's like to be in, because that's such an iconic, at least from my generation.
Oh, absolutely. No, for all generations, there's a reason that it's the most distributed motion picture of all times and is still in the theaters. It's such an iconic thing, and I've said a lot. We're not rewriting the book. We're just adding a chapter onto the end of it. We, all of us in the creative team, all the way to the talent, all the way to the set design and everything. Like, we're all such huge fans of the original. And this by no means is taking away from the original. We're just trying to add to it. We're trying to, do an homage to it. And when you come from that sort of headspace and that kind of sphere, oh my God, it's just so incredible to occupy that space that the greats like Sarandon and Tim Curry and Bostwick, occupied 40 years ago, and to celebrate how long it's been going. I also have a very young fan base. A lot of them don't even know what Rocky Horror is, so it's really fantastic to be able to kind of give them a gateway into this world and show them, what maybe they haven't experienced. The original Rocky Horror unlocked so many doors for so many people, so to be able to explore those, like I said, those gateways again, it's just really exciting. I had the most amazing time. Yes.
It seems like it would be nothing but fun. That's really
nothing but fun. The only thing that I will say is dancing in heels is no joke. Like, I had no idea. I'm never letting my fiance wear heels again. Like, I'm just sort of like, you can't leave the house. Like, they're insane. But anyway, when it all came down to it, I found my inner peace with it, and I had a good time. But learning how to do that at first, man, oh man, that's like a whole other ball game. I was just reading, their sign as we walk in, and it's sort of like the Actors Fund welcomes, and then it's every single sort of sect of the entertainment business you could possibly imagine, from actors to producers to writers to grips to stagehands. And I just really like how involved the Actors Fund is, and how it supports all of the people behind the scenes who maybe aren't as supported, certainly as they should be, but also, I don't think people realize how much support they need. And so that's just something that I really believe in and can really get behind, and I'm really glad to be here and show my support.
And do you have any favorite tonight that you're rooting for?
I've said this before, not like they need my support, but I'm definitely in the Hamilton corner. I mean, I just am so unbelievably proud of what Lin is doing. I met him briefly a long time ago. He came to see me in Heathers, and just the nicest man and such a visionary, and so it's really amazing what he's done, and also just bringing such a culturally relevant and amazing genre into the Broadway sphere in such an important way. I'm really excited to see how Hamilton does tonight, but also to see what Hamilton does to this industry going forward. So I'm really supporting him. I have a friend who's producing the new Spring Awakening. Evan Todd is producing that. So I'm gunning for him to win as well. And I'm just a huge theater fan. I always have been. So I just love the night of theater that the Tonys is. I always look forward to it every year.